The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that a series of terrifying and thrilling events are taking place, making the situation extremely tense. Victor Newman's plan continues to make the audience worried, especially the mysterious disappearance of Kyle Abbott, which is attracting the attention of all the characters in the story. Secrets are constantly being hidden, and meanwhile, relationships and feelings are also being tested and renewed. Victor Newman and the secret crime. Victor Newman, with his intelligence and power, has always been a scheming character. This time, he has come up with a terrifying plan, and concerns about the future are rising. Kyle Abbott is becoming the target of a dark conspiracy that no one can predict. His mysterious disappearance has everyone around him in a panic, and the big question is whether Kyle could have been captured and held in a secret bunker as rumored. Victor's dangerous silence makes the story even more complicated. Chelsea Lawson, with her sharp senses, begins to suspect what Victor is hiding. She is not someone who is easily fooled, and her suspicions grow as she notices something is wrong. Will she find a way to dig deeper into Victor's secret, and will she be able to find out everything before it's too late? Kyle and Jack's objections. At the same time, Kyle Abbott and Jack Abbott will feel the panic when they know that a dangerous plan has been planned to target Kyle. When he goes missing, Jack cannot help but worry about his son's safety. This will push the relationship between father and daughter to a new level, as Jack faces a situation he could not have imagined. Jack is a very strong person, but this time, Kyle's disappearance will test his patience and determination. Meanwhile, Nikki Newman, as a mother and grandmother, plays an important role in motivating Claire Newman. Nikki will encourage Claire to follow her heart, even though her heart is disturbed by the events that are taking place. Nikki realizes that Claire may be facing a difficult choice, but her heart will be the one to guide her in the next important decisions. Nikki's encouragement will help Claire stand firm in this challenging time. Diane Jenkins and the renovation of the Abbott mansion. One of the notable moments in the story is when Diane Jenkins, who has always been a controversial figure, finally decides to share her story about the renovation of the Abbott mansion. Kyle and Jack will be surprised when Diane shows them all the updates and changes to the house they have been attached to for many years. The Abbott mansion has been renovated and becomes a new space, but will these changes be enough to ease the tensions between the characters, or will they continue to flare up the unresolved conflicts? Diane will not only stop at sharing the physical changes to the house, but she will also take this opportunity to enhance the romance between her and Jack. Some love scenes between Diane and Jack will make viewers watch, as their feelings seem to be clearly developing. However, this romance may face big challenges when Jack also has to face other serious problems in his life. Daniel and Tessa, finding a purpose in life. Besides family turmoil, Daniel will find support from Tessa in finding a purpose in life. Daniel, after years of struggling with personal and professional issues, is finally starting to take a look at himself and what he really wants from life. Tessa, with her sincere heart, will be his companion on this journey. The two will team up on an exciting mission, perhaps to find a new opportunity or discover a different perspective on life. More importantly, this mission will help Daniel realize many things about himself, and it could be an important turning point in his life. Conclusion: the current plot of The Young and the Restless is pushing the characters into difficult and challenging situations. Family relationships will be disrupted by hidden secrets, and important decisions will not only affect personal lives but also deeply impact the future of the characters in the story. Every choice, whether Diane's in love, Nikki's in her role as a mother, or Daniel's in his search for purpose, is a crucial link in the chain of events that create unmissable drama. Every path leads to discoveries and confronts unrevealed truths, and we will never know what will happen next in this story full of surprises. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that the characters in the story are currently falling into a dangerous spiral full of traps, some of which they do not know they are being dragged into. In particular, Audra, a character who is constantly looking for advancement in life, will be caught up in the scheming plan of Victor Newman, who is using her as a pawn in his power game. However, Audra's journey is not easy, and many obstacles will appear, causing her to struggle with herself and the relationships around her. This complicated situation will lead to a series of dramatic events, testing the loyalty and ingenuity of the characters. Audra and the plan to separate Kyle and Claire. Audra, who has become a pawn in Victor Newman's power game, will continue to carry out the mission he assigned her, to separate the relationship between Kyle and Claire. This is not an easy task, as Kyle and Claire are in a strong relationship, but for Audra, this is an important step towards her larger goal, running the company that Victor is arranging for her. Audra cannot let Kyle and Claire's relationship get in the way of her promotion, so she will use every trick in the book to shake Claire's trust in Kyle. Although Audra has clear plans, she cannot help but face unforeseen obstacles. Her relationship with Holden Novak, who has a romantic history with Audra, will be one of the factors that will distract her. Holden will continue to flirt with Audra, making it impossible for her to stay focused on the mission. Holden's appearance will not only create chaos in Audra's work, but may also complicate her feelings about her relationship with Victor and her motives. Lily interrogates Audra along with Holden. Audra will also have to face Lily, who will interrogate her about her actions and goals. Lily, with her sharp and analytical skills, will notice that Audra is hiding something. Lily is not one to be fooled easily, and she will be determined to find out what Audra is really up to. Audra, while dealing with this onslaught, will find it difficult to maintain her composure. Although she may feel distracted by Lily's sharp questions, Audra must remain firm in her goals. She cannot let herself be exposed to Lily and her suspicions, as that could ruin everything she has worked so hard to build. Kyle and Claire, living under one roof while Audra is struggling with her challenges, Claire will have a deep conversation with Victoria Newman and Cole Howard about her plans to live under one roof with Kyle. This is a big step forward in their relationship, but it also poses unforeseen dangers and challenges. Claire will share her concerns with Victoria and Cole, especially about Kyle's impact on her during stressful times. While Claire and Kyle's love is strong, living together can bring new difficulties, especially with Victor's secrets and schemes still hanging over them. Claire will also find support from Victoria and Cole in the process, but her relationship with Kyle will be increasingly tested as the truths come to light. The upheavals in Claire and Kyle's lives could make their relationship fragile, and if Audra continues to interfere, things could quickly fall apart. Billy and the deal with Aristotle Dumas. While their romantic relationships are strained, Billy will face a dangerous encounter filled with great risk and danger. He will meet Aristotle Dumas, and making a deal with Dumas will be an important step for Billy, especially in his work and career. However, Billy knows that making this deal is not an easy decision. It may bring great benefits, but it also has hidden dangers and consequences that he cannot foresee. Billy's decision will affect not only him but also those around him, making his life more complicated and challenging. Nate and Amy updates. Another part of the story will focus on Nate, who will receive important news from Amy's doctor about her treatment. Amy has been through a difficult treatment process, and this news could change everything. The question is whether Amy's treatment is effective, and whether she can recover to continue facing the challenges of life. Amy and Damien will receive new test results that show her condition has improved. This is a positive sign, but can Amy continue to face the difficulties of life when the relationships around her become more complicated? The plot of The Young and the Restless is currently creating a dramatic story, with constant intrigue and challenges. Audra, in her journey, will face the dilemma between her personal goals and the relationships around her. She will have to decide whether to continue to follow Victor's instructions and drive Kyle and Claire apart, or find a way to free herself from these machinations. At the same time, the important decisions of Billy, Nate, and other characters will also add to the complexity and intrigue of the story. As relationships are tested, secrets are revealed, and risks are raised, all will lead to important turning points in each character's life. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that life in the world of Newman-Abbott will continue to be entangled in intrigue, complicated relationships, and secrets that are slowly being exposed. The main characters in the story all face difficult and challenging situations, from doubts in love to constant family wars. From Chelsea and Adam to Audra, Michael, and Lauren, each is on a treacherous path, with important decisions that could change their lives forever. Let's dive into these complex developments in this article. Chelsea and Adam's suspicions. Chelsea will begin to suspect the agenda of Adam Newman, who she still trusts but can't help but feel that something is not right. Are Chelsea's suspicions a sign of a good surprise or a bad one to come? Adam, with his ambitious and power-hungry personality, may be pursuing his own goals without informing Chelsea. The secrets that Adam keeps hidden may shake their relationship, and Chelsea will have to make a difficult decision. Should she continue to trust Adam, especially when she begins to realize that his actions may be related to the Newman family's shady plans? A worrying factor for Chelsea is the possibility that Adam will be drawn into Victor's schemes, which could lead him down dark paths that she cannot accept. Victor, who is always manipulating everything around him, may drag Adam into risky plans without letting him know the consequences. Chelsea fears that Adam may become a pawn in Victor's power game, and she does not want him to be a part of these dark secrets. Victor Newman and his secret plot. Victor Newman, always the mastermind behind every major event in the Newman family, continues to hide secrets that only those close to him can guess. One of the big secrets that Victor will hide from Nikki is a plot that may involve Audra, who is carrying out Victor's missions. Although Audra has been working hard to break up Kyle and Claire's relationship, her moves have not always gone smoothly. However, Victor's plot may involve a less threatening plan, but no less important to Audra's career and those around her. Victor never does anything that doesn't benefit him. This complicates his relationship with Nikki. Although they may have a romantic surprise at the end of the month, will Nikki's feelings for Victor be enough for her to forgive him for the secrets he's been keeping? As expected, Victor will complicate things further when he reveals a romantic surprise to Nikki, but will this be enough to make her clear her suspicions about the schemes he is up to? Michael and the Newman-Abbott war. Michael is still caught in the middle of the feud between the Newman and Abbott families, a family war that is getting worse by the day. While Michael is trying to stand his ground and keep his job, he will face great pressure from both sides. His relationship with Lauren will be severely affected when she raises concerns about the choices Michael is making. Lauren, who loves and cares deeply for her husband, will not be able to help but feel uneasy as Michael continues to be caught in the middle of these conflicts. She will try to convince Michael to choose a clearer path, but will her love be strong enough to help him out of this war? The war between Newman and Abbott affects not only Michael but also those around him, especially Lauren. Although she has always been on Michael's side, it seems that the rift in the family will make her reconsider her relationship with him. Audra intensifies her efforts to destroy Kyle and Claire's relationship. Back to Audra, she continues to intensify her efforts to destroy Kyle and Claire's relationship, and she will make many bold moves to achieve her goals. Audra, who has received support from Victor in previous plots, will constantly try to create situations that will strain Kyle and Claire's relationship. Audra's elaborate tricks will cause Claire no small amount of pain, and Kyle will be put in a difficult position when he does not know he is being manipulated. However, Audra's actions not only affect Kyle and Claire, but also threaten her future with Nate. Audra and Nate's relationship will gradually become strained as Nate begins to realize Audra's schemes. Although they have a strong emotional connection, if Audra continues down this shady path, she will be faced with difficult decisions about her love life and career. She may have to sacrifice what she has built with Nate to achieve her goals, or she will have to give up everything to protect this relationship. Life on the Young and the Restless is never short of surprises and tension. Chelsea is facing suspicions about Adam and the shady plans of the Newman family, while Victor continues to hide important secrets from Nikki and continues to dominate every game in the Newman family. Michael and Lauren face a war between their families, and Audra will stop at nothing to break up Kyle and Claire's relationship. Each character faces important choices, and only time will tell if they can keep their love, family, and relationships alive in this world of intrigue and challenge.